So have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, big up to every single one of you live and locked in up. Everyone is doing well in life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to a piece that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got a notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership down below in description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. Let's have it right. We see things they'll never see. And salute to no surrender mentality. Let's start with this. Now, it's not my usual mug. No, it's not. Crystal. A crystal glass full to the brim of ice. Let's have it right. Ice cold minerals. We got the cold minerals Parma, but I need to drink in those Estevao Willian. Wow. Minerals, bro. Oh, all the rivals, you're probably getting that brain freeze right now, thinking, shit. And to be honest with you, I'll be real. Yeah, I'll be real. He's lightweight. He needs time to bed in and all that. And it is a pre-season game. I'm not going to deny that. But what we witnessed yesterday was something that has got me very, very excited. And Cole Palmer, let's have it right. We know what he's capable of. But he needs someone to share the burden with him. We have found that player. The player is Estevao Willian. And the title is Ballon d'Or Minerals. I genuinely believe this, whether it's at Chelsea or not, I genuinely believe that both Cole Palmer and Estevao Willian can win the Ballon d'Or. And maybe more than once, have it right. However, Estevao Willian on that right-hand side gave me the feels and vibes of Robin back in the day when he first burst onto the scene. Not that type of player, however, so direct, so confident, even at a younger age. Brain, football brain, Samba technical ability, confidence oozing. It was like he just fits like a glove, bro. We're not talking about the OJ Simpson glove, bro, because that don't fit. We're talking about the true MJ. Murder on a dance floor, blood on a dance floor, smooth criminal, the way you make me feel, glimmering, shining, diamondy glove. Estevao Willian on the right-hand side, the right glove. And Cole Palmer playing in the 10. And you saw the instant connection. You can see the admiration from Estevao Willian to Cole Palmer. You can see that there's a connection there building. And I tell you what, yeah, Cole Palmer doing what he does. But before Estevao Willian's goal, you saw Estevao Willian digging in, and the kid digs in. So have it right. He likes to put up a fight, and I like that about him. He's a hungry little general. And I'll tell you this now, him winning that ball, Cole Palmer getting the ball, Cole Palmer doing what Cole Palmer does, hits the crossbar, comes off. Who's there instinctively off the right? Estevao Willian with a volley, bruv. You know, volley down into the ground in the goal. Lovely goal. You can't buy that. Like, you can't develop that. That's just natural ability. Now, we've said he looks like a sensation, but we don't know how that's going to translate to the Premier League. But against Bayer Leverkusen, his debut, he scored. Let's have it right. Man of the match. Every time he got the ball, you're off your seat. And that is Robin's settings. A little bit of Hazard settings to an extent, but a different type of player than Hazard. I just think that he is something that we all can see special. We've seen him put up higher numbers than Neymar. And yes, I lost my rag, bruv, because all we're doing is signing kindergartens. But this one, he's different gravy, clearly. He's going to be special. And it's going to be a very hard job for us at Chelsea if we don't win the major honours and compete at the highest level to keep hold of him. Because essentially, he did, well, when he signed for us, one thing I didn't like, and you've got to, you know what I mean, address this. He says his dreams to play for Barcelona, no matter what. So, yeah, we all know what Brazilian players are like, but a special shout out to Estevao Willian, and his overall performance always caused a problem. Not fearless, completely fearless. And I love that. The test will be in the Premier League. The test will be on Champions League nights. The test will be back-to-back, high intensity, in the best league in the world, playing for Chelsea. And let's have it right. He's showing that he's got fucking minerals, bro. Let's have it right. Cole Palmer link up, superb. So, Bald Hog, you're in the mud. Bald Hog even come out after the game saying, you know, this is a process and we're building something special. Bruv, you've walked into the same scenario that you did at Manchester United and you cannot rebuild nothing. You know, you're using paper mache. And where's the money coming from? Leverkusen, let's have it right, that lost Wirtz, lost about 3 or 4 key players. They lost their manager in Xabi Alonso. So they're in a rebuild right now. And they're not I don't really rate them anyway. But the reality is you beat what's in front of you. And they're not an easy team. But they were toothless against us. So we didn't really, I felt we didn't have a test defensively. And defence, we've lost Levi Colwill. So Trev played at the back. We had Cucurella. Reece James was on the bench. We had Akimpong, who had a very good game, except for that slip. But we salvaged it with, who was it? Was it Tozin? Yeah, Tozin made that last-ditch tackle for that little slip up. But apart from that, he was superb. Tyreek George had his stint, even though he's probably going to get flogged for the pound note. Where's he going to play? Especially if you bring in Baby Lurch with Gittins, who did all right. Gittins did all right. He did all right. He goes down the byline, 2-footed, caused a few issues. But listen, I'm not going to make my judgment. What I will say is Estevao Willian, we've got to play this kid every game. I don't give a shit what you tell me. There's no time to bed in this kid. Let's just play him. Because let's have it right. Cole Palmer and Estevao Willian, I'll tell you what, yeah, that is a recipe that instills fear to every defence, because there's trickery, there's intelligence, there's skill, there's mentality, there's abundance of talent, and there's directness, and there's obviously a will to win. So let's have it right. Those two, they've got to start. Dilap had a cameo first half, come off second half. Dilap didn't do much, bullied, but you can see he's off it. He needs time to bed in. I don't know what to expect with him. Let's have it right. Maybe that number 9, he just shouldn't wear that number 9 because he's going goalless at the minute. And then obviously we had Tyreek George on the left, who did very well. And in the middle, Caicedo, Andre Santos, Brazilian, coming in, had a blinder at Strasbourg. We know that. But he's put in a real good performance, strong performance, bro. And I'm very happy with that. Caicedo, we know what Caicedo's all about. But that was an interesting combination. And it did work. So we're right. We basically dominated the game. Completely dominated. 2-0 we win. 24 shots to their 4. Just possession 70%, 30% to them. So we look sharp, and we haven't had any break. And I think that's going to take its toll. So have it right. Yeah, listen, every other rival's going to have to go through the toll in the defenders and defend against Estevao Willian and Cole Palmer. And then you make these changes. Cucurella had a good game. Trev as well. Trev got booked, and he got taken off. And you bring on, what's his name? Hato, the NATO defence. Bruv, clearly talented. Left back, however, but he inverted. He was bombing it up and down, strong. That's why I said to everyone, what are you worried about Levi Colwill? You know what I'm saying? Why not play him left centre-back? He can clearly do the job. You know what I'm saying? I think Cucurella's got a serious challenge on his hands. To have it right. And Cucurella is outstanding for us. But, at the end of the day, this kid looks saucy. And I think this is the crack. This is the deal. You'll notice the pattern. When the Cucurellas, the Cole Palmers, the Caicedos, the Enzo Fernandez, and they want that over 200 grand a week, the 250 grand a week, the ownership won't care. They'll sell them, and then they'll have Hato to replace Cucurella. They'll have Santos, who's more of a box-to-box than Enzo Fernandez, to replace Enzo Fernandez. you know, you can see where we're going. We got Isugo that come on, who looked good. He looked good. Listen, the data might be working. But this is one game. I'm just going by what I see, and I have to see in the Premier League. That's the test. Everyone can do well in pre-season, but when it comes to Premier League, that's where I want to see what these young players are all about. So I'm not going to judge them, but I'm going to praise them for what I've seen. So Hato, he played very, very well. Akimpong, Jorgensen did all right, but he didn't have anything to do. What they had 2 shots. Come on, what are we doing here? So he had nothing to do. Casado comes on, Isugo comes on. Some great passes he made. Good distribution, hard working. What can I say, bro? You know what I'm saying? We don't know what to expect with these lot. But it looks decent. So have it right. And then this player comes on. All right. Cole Palmer comes off. Neto goes on the right. Gittins comes on. And then Estevao's playing as the number 10. And Estevao in the 10, you see him in the number 10. He said that's his favourite position. So that's me interesting. But what I believe is Estevao Willian and Cole Palmer in game can alternate. Cole Palmer can switch on the right. Estevao Willian should switch in the middle in the number 10 and cause all sorts of problems. There's a little bit of there's a damper for all you, I don't know, Enzo Fernandez obsessed wrong'uns. Yeah, to have it right. Where does he get in the team? Serious question. Where does he get in the team? Where he ain't playing number 10. I don't care what you tell me. You can't just play Enzo Fernandez and Casado. And I always say, when you don't play Enzo, we look much better. Has Enzo Maresca got the bottle and the minerals to drop the star boy or not? Because I can't see where he's getting in. I really can't. When Lavia is fit, Lavia is playing with Casado. Cole Palmer's the number 10. So where's Enzo Fernandez? Estevao on the right. It looks like it's going to be Baby Lurch. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Fighting it with Gittins. And the jury's out on him. But the player that comes on, João Pedro. Yeah? Let me show you something. Now, we all wanted this player. And don't lie and say you never wanted this player. All right? But it seems we've bagged some special little player here. It does seem that. But we've seen the goons sign this one. Bergeres. Let's have it right. He's on a stinker at the moment. He's heading for the 007. Yeah? He's heading for the 007. He's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Slower. Lethargic. And all those goons are starving to do their celebration. So instead, they do it to each other in the street because they're absolute wrong-uns, bottle jobs. Let's have it right. Him only needs to bed in. He's just had no pre-season. João Pedro flown in, having a personal trainer into the Club World Cup, and ever since has scored 2 worldies, scored in the final, literally has scored in 4 games. Bosh, 4 out of 4. There's no excuses. What a goal by João Pedro. Instinctive. Knows where the net is. Different Dilap. Completely different player, bruv. Yeah. And let's have it right. Is it, what's his name? Barber? Is it the Seagull Merchant? I can't stand you lot. Let's have it right. I cannot stand you lot. He calls us good customers. Well, that's down to blue code tax. Yeah. Oh, we get loyalty points like we're shopping in Aldi. But let's have it right. Casado, Cucurella, and now João Pedro. Listen, it seems like we've done you like kippers. You seagulls, you can't shit. You're constipated because you've got so much fucking money because that's all you care about. You ain't going to win nothing. So continue. Let's have it right. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'll be real. João Pedro, is he the real deal? Time will tell. I'm just going by this game. I'm not going to go ahead of myself. Estevao Willian, I'll stick on that one. Everyone can see he's he's got it. But João Pedro, keep it up, son. Consistency. We need those 20 goals. I think Liam Delap's going to struggle more than João Pedro. And fearless, bruv. Absolutely fearless. So overall, yeah, very happy with the preseason game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching us. Enzo Fernandez comes at the end. He loves Cole. He's very sad for Cole. We all are. Let's have it right. Very important. That's going to be a problem because I'll say it as it is. Our defence ain't good enough. Ain't good enough. The goalkeepers ain't good enough. Donnarumma is there for 28 million. Apparently he wants to go Man United. Why? Why? Donnarumma had a chat with him in the Club World Cup in the final. Buttering him up. Yeah? Bring me Donnarumma. And now we need a left-sided centre-back. Even though we've got Cato, the NATO defender. Let's have it right. I want Bastoni, bruv. Bastoni. And Donnarumma. And, bruv, like I've got my barbecue cooking right now, we will start to cook something. Something for me to be very, 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 very excited about. And I think everyone should be. Why lower the standards? Why not up the stakes? You can afford him, spent enough, 2 billion. What you can't stretch it and get a 28 million Donnarumma or a 60 million Bastoni, bruv. And then we're sorted, we're fixed. Because Cole he might not come back the same player. Rodri's already come back and he's in crutches again to international break. ACL is the worst injury that you can get. Any player can get. He's the worst injury, bro. We've seen it with many players, bro. The only player that I know has got the minerals and just raw ability and one of the greatest players for us to ever witness in the R9, Le Phenomenon, who's had 2 cruciate ligaments, bro. All right. And still won titles, still won World Cups, come back and landed it in every league. Granted, he never won a Champions League. I don't care, bro. The guy, he is. Don't call João Pedro R9. He'll never be R9. I don't care what you tell him. Don't insult R9. Yeah. But João Pedro can be a very, very special player for Chelsea. So have it right. And Estevao kissed the badge. Just make sure you mean it. Just make sure you mean it. That's all I'm saying. But Enzo Fernandez says, he was asked about defending. He says, I need a defender. We will try. So clearly we're going in the market. It's going to be a Mark Gay, and there's a player from Barcelona that they're looking at. What's his name? Araujo. Yeah? I'm not sure about him. Is he not the one that's absolutely injury prone? I'm pretty sure it's him, bruv. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it is what it is. That's where we are right now. So we're going to play AC Milan. They've just got Luka Modric, who's going there as a retirement home. Inter Milan, AC Milan have sold Riders to, and quite a few. Estevao Fernandez, so they're a bit weaker. I expect to beat them, and then we're back on, bruv. Start of the season. I'm excited. I'll be real. I'm excited for this season, and we bagged another trophy. No one wanted to touch the trophy. Not really a trophy. To have it right. Even though we're playing this competition on Sunday, is it? That doesn't make sense to me. So what, we get the trophy already? But no one wanted to touch it, bruv. Estevao did, and Cole Palmer's like, yeah, I ain't touching that, bruv. But Cole Palmer looks like that senior player now with Estevao, and that is something special. And I think that's going to worry a lot of Premier League teams and Champions League teams, and I'm buzzing for that. So have it right. Let's move. What are we doing here? So, salute, as we do. We are drinking the ice cold minerals. And I feel like that's all I've got to say right now. Do you still want the baby lurch? You're not going to have meltdowns now. I really don't see why you need him. I really don't. Neto, where's he going to play? And Madueke. Everyone's saying we've upgraded. We've upgraded on Jackson. We've upgraded on Madueke. We're upgrading all over the gaff. And it's funny, we're upgrading with the players that Blue Coast signed. But you don't mention that. I do. Because it doesn't go forgotten in my eyes. And we see things they'll never see. So have it right. So let's have it right. Big up to everyone. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Put all your comments down below. And as always, up the Chelsea, up Mills FC. Win, lose, draw, blue, come out. Come on, what are we doing here? You got to prove it, mate. Yeah. Title charge, I want to see. I want to see us win the title this year. I don't want anything less. Have it right.